Yeah, yeah. Roll all of my change. Roll all of my
Hey, what's good? Smiles again, back with another one, and I just wanted to show this. This is the result of my backtest. I've finally done it. I was gonna show it month by month, but I just had to. I just had to get it done. So I've backtested from May 2024 to April 2025, and as you can see, this is the result: 18%. So if I traded every single trade to the T at the end of the year, I would have had 18%, which is a challenge passed plus the verification and 3% on top. And you can have a look, like there's 0 months, so there's 0% months. There's a couple losing months here, but the majority of the time we're either making money or breaking even, which I think is great. I think is amazing. I did the variance here, so this was my results, so my actual results over the last year of me trading, and this is like a variance analysis. So like, yeah, so here you can say if I stuck to the back test from the start, I would have made 3% more, 2% more, so on, so forth. There's a couple interesting ones, like this September month here, I made 2% in real life, but the back test I would have lost 2%, so that's pretty good, that's positive. Yeah, this one here is probably the most interesting one, this January one, where I made 3%, but I would have lost 4% if I traded my strategy to the T. So strategy doesn't always win, but then you look at something like this where I made no money in February, and if I stuck to my strategy I would have made 5%. You're thinking to yourself, well, you should have done your strategy then, and yeah, you'll be correct. So yeah, this, I won't go into it, but this is the back test here. This is a little bit different because I did April a little bit differently to the others. But really I just recorded the date, the time, the amount. So I'm doing 2 to 1, so I make 200, I risk 100, then I just get the balance. And this is something new. So basically what I do is I look at the trade and I rank it A to B, A, B or C. If you look at this ranking, I actually only done B and C because I haven't properly defined what a plus strategy actually looks like an A plus setup, actually looks like. I'm gonna probably have to get into that the next time I do a back test, like what is an A plus setup. So I'll get into that. This full candle thing here, I'm probably not gonna keep it, but what this really means is, if I just get an example, so for instance this trade here in October 2024, this candle is full, so that's the reason why I write down full. So what's this, the 9th of October. So if I just scroll down to the 9th of October, 9th of October, where's October? So yeah, you can see there, 9th of October, yes, so it's a B setup, 9th of October. It won, it's at 3 o'clock, and yes, it was a full candle. I just did that just because I wanted to see. I just wanted to see if it actually made a difference. When I was going through it though, I realized it didn't make a difference. What really mattered was the ranking that I gave it. And obviously the ranking is very subjective. There are a few rules in it, but most of the time it is subjective. It depends on how I feel. So there's a lot of subjectivity in that back test. So, but what I did like was that, for instance, so I think December the markets went crazy from like mid-December onwards, as in crazy in a bad way. There was just a big sell-off, it was moving up and down, but I had no trade entries, which was good because it means that I just avoided all of that mess. In fact, I think I can even show it. I can even find it here if I just scroll. So I think, yeah, this is the beginning. So that's beginning of December. See, it's going up steadily. You're just getting that, and then it starts to just kind of stop around here. So around here you stop getting any signals, and it's just a load of non-starters, basically, and that's just the rest of the time. You get no starters whatsoever, and then it ends. So I like this strategy. This strategy was much easier to backtest than my previous strategy, the EMA jump, which I probably will reveal again later on in another video. But yeah, this strategy was, overall it was a good experience. I think I learned a little bit more about my strategy. Obviously I practiced it. what I would do differently is get rid of this full candle thing here. And I think I would also be a bit more intentional about how I do the ranking. So when I do the ranking, actually write down the reasons for my ranking. Like maybe either put it in the spreadsheet or put it in a Word document, and then take some snapshots and then point out, oh, when this is happening there, that's what makes it a high ranking. And when this happens there, it means it's going to be a low ranking. It's likely to lose, because that's what I'm really looking for. And other than that, good experience. I think the next one I'm going to do, I've actually got some goals. So if I just go here, I actually got some goals. So the first one I've done, 1 year back test, 2-1. So the next one is I'm going to do a 1 year back test. I'm going to use a trailing stop. So that's what's going to happen next. So if I take this one, for example, this is how it's going to look. So I'm going to get a signal to take a trade. Then I'm going to go down to the 15-minute chart, and you see the 9 EMA. I'm just going to trail it. And as soon as it goes down, I'm going to get out. So this one here, probably not the best example. I would have got out about there. So that's what the trade's going to look like. So I want to see if it can improve my return. It won't affect my win rate. Well, it could affect my win rate. So we do have to look into that. I can't know for sure, but I want to see if it would improve my return over the year if I use a trailing stop rather than just a strict fixed one. So yeah, that's coming soon. But yeah, just wanted to share this. Thanks for watching.